Tuesday. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Ready to get us started. Sam Ficken has it teed up. And off we go from Nashville. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa, but turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a second down and 6. Play fake. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first, here's Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Winston. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action now, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Tannehill.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Forced out to his left.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Winston now from the 50. And Winston lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. The 20.
The Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he's thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Tannehill. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard away bowling his way in. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First down, Winston. Washington's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. Back deep, Chester Rogers. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
56.
He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps. After
1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Gets past one man, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill from 17 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Ficking on now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
For the point after, Sam Ficken.
And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. This is Smith with a grab. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Winston. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, it just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Tannehill. Complete to Jones. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. 49 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Ficken for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Winston's throw there taken in by Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only needing 2 yards on second down. A handoff for Washington. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 32 yards. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here you go, right here. 30. 56. He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Henry again on second down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's picking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
58, boy, 58, 58. Come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Following the interception, Winston. Oh, Now a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and short yardage. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On first down, it's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Derrick Henry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.